The election in Bangladesh is being closely monitored by 150 observers from the European Union. They are here to make sure that the process is free and fair.
How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Their first mission is to ensure that the candidates can campaign freely. Their presence is seen as reassuring in a country where elections are marred by allegations of fraud.
In our country, those who are the observers, they may support a party, but these people will not support any party. They are very much neutral.
When things get too heated and rallies get out of hand, the observers are forced to flee the premises.
Well, we are trying to be on the edge of it, so we don't really want to get involved because we are here just to observe again. So I would prefer actually to move a bit over there.
A state of emergency was enforced 2 years ago because the ballot was suspected to be rigged. Since then, the military-backed caretaker government has been under pressure from the international community to organize elections, requiring the presence of foreign observers.
So basically what we do, we just go there, we introduce ourselves, we observe, and sometimes it's possible to draw the attention about irregularities.
Observers are present in certain voting centres. For the first time, the ballot box is transparent to facilitate order. Government officials here are yet to be trained in electoral practices.
First you have to open the ballot box, turn it upside down and show the election official the box is empty. Then you close it with the green seal tapes. 5 seals a box and 1 special number per seal.
We, the ones organising these elections, have the feeling people may change their opinion. They will see these elections are not rigged.
The Election Commission has distributed photographic voter ID cards. At the last elections, the Commission found that the names of 10 million voters were unaccounted for.
Legitimate voters have their photograph. So each voter would be identified while voting. So therefore, somebody cannot come with a fake name and claim himself to be a voter. So this time, the voters have to be present and they have to cast their own vote. If they don't, his name would not come.
The observers will be writing a report which will be handed over after the elections. The conclusions they draw will lend a real legitimacy to the elected government and will allow this country, one of the poorest in the world, to benefit from more financial aid from the international community.
Some other news now. An alliance led by former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has won a landslide victory in Bangladesh's first poll in 7 years. The election also brings an end to 2 years of emergency rule imposed by the military. And as James Bays reports now from Dhaka, people there are hoping this marks the beginning of a new era for the country.
The people of Bangladesh woke up to news of the first elected government here for 7 years. As they headed to work, people told me they hoped this would be the start of a new era for their country.
In my life, I am 65 years old. I have not seen a better election than this.
Yes, I think the people are so much happy, and you know, the Grand Alliance has got about 255 seats, so it's a grand victory for us.
I feel better. This is a free expression of the will of the people. They express their will and the result is evident.
And after waiting a long time, we have got the democracy, and I think that these days is fully different from another days, and this morning is very beautiful morning.
The next Prime Minister will be Sheikh Hasina of the Awami League. Both she and her bitter rival Khaleda Zia of the Bangladesh Nationalist Party still face charges of corruption. Analysts say the new Prime Minister must act to clean up politics.
Both the Awami League and the BNP in their pre-election manifesto said that they would continue with the anti-corruption drive. I mean, that's something that many Bangladeshis want to see.
Here at Sheikh Hasina's party headquarters, crowds have gathered, many people here delivering flowers after what was a resounding victory. International observers scrutinise the conduct of the election.
Well, we're obviously still analyzing the results, but what we get in terms of the reports from across the country and also from our observers here in Dhaka is that generally speaking the atmosphere has been very peaceful around these elections, that they have been administered in a professional and neutral way by the election officials, and that they've been endorsed enthusiastically by the population who turned out in great numbers to participate.
Security during the voting was tight. The capital city almost empty because of travel restrictions. Now Dhaka is back to a congested normality. Its people looking towards the future. James Bays, Al Jazeera, Dhaka.